So those of us that like shooting, we like guns, new and interesting and different, always catches the eye. So when I saw POF's Tombstone, a lever action, magazine fed, 9mm, it absolutely got my attention. I'm suspecting you're watching this because it got your attention too. So anyway, this is innovative. This is different. I have not seen anything like this before. I really did like the idea of a lever action in 9mm. If you follow my channel, you know that I love 9mm. And then some of you are really old school, you know, and you like the lever action. So lever action is definitely old school, and my kids, they begged me, Dad, you've got to wear the cowboy hat in the video. So here we go. But yeah, we kind of have the best of old school and new school. How's it all going to work out? There's only one way to find out. Let's see what we can do with this. I'm also going to review some other things on this while we're going. Anyway, let's just get to it and have some fun and see what we can do with a lever action 9mm. Nice. Ha 400 yards. Hey guys, I'm Drew Case. Welcome to Gun.Deals, where I only give you my honest opinion, no podium and no politics. Now, if you're not familiar with Gun.Deals, guys, it's a website where you go and you find some of the best deals out there. People find them and they post them here. It costs you nothing, and they don't sell anything. They just have the deals and you click on them and it takes you directly to the links. It's genius. It costs you nothing. Anyway, let's just jump into it because I got a lot of shooting to do with a lot of different optics and different things. Anyway, let's take a quick look at the specs and tech and see what we've got here. Just going to do a quick back to front here. We've got the Magpul SGA 870 stock. Now it comes with multiple spacers in here so that we can basically increase the length of the stock. This also will come off. We take these out and this comes off and you can get a different cheek piece. They do not include that. I wish they would. I'd like to see the cheek piece included. And then we have this on both sides. These pop out and you got those little quick detach cylinders. That also, those aren't included. I'd like to see those included, at least one, and then you would have a quick detach on both sides. And then, okay, so it's a short action and we have the safety here. And you know, it's like the old pellet guns or 22 long rifle, and it won't cycle with that. Okay, so we can't open it with the safety engaged. And then the trigger pull on this, guys, let me show you. So the trigger on this is really nice. No crisp, clean, no mush, no travel, nothing. Just the wall is there, and that's 5.5 pounds. It's awesome, guys. And then we've got sort of the hammer extension. So for right-handed folks, it's right where it should be, but all we got to do is take the screw out and pop this over to the other side. You know, it's really ambidextrous. We've got a mag release here, but then we also have it on the other side. The rear sight is a ghost sight, and it's adjustable for windage and elevation. You can read the directions. It's pretty easy. We've got screws on both sides, and tightening and loosening these, we adjust for windage, and then we loosen up enough, and then this will turn, and we can go clockwise to bring the group down, or counterclockwise to bring this up and drop your group. And then just moving forward, we got lots of real estate here with the M-Lok. It's nice and slim and comfortable. We have a completely free-floated, fluted barrel. It's awesome. The barrel's not touching anywhere except right here at the receiver. And then we've got quick detach, 2 on each side for a total of 4 then on the forearm. And then, a little picatinny up here, which works great. I'll show you that. And then we just end with a muzzle brake. Not that the 9mm, really needs it, but this thing, it's got no recoil, guys. Our front sight post here, we've got sort of a little white mark on there. Okay, so I just did the out of the box with a Tombstone. We've got a little break in the wind here, and I just want to see out of the box with the iron sights how we can do with this. I've got some 115 grain full metal jacket. Let's just see how we can do. I'm not hearing it tinging. I aimed over the head and it hit. So obviously we're shooting way low. Okay, so dialing up the rear sight all the way, that's about as far as I was getting it. I mean, now as I'm dialing, that's a nice group, but it's way too low. And that's why I was missing the steel when I first started, because I have come counterclockwise and brought that screw as high as it will go. Boy, that has a nice trigger. And this thing has no recoil. I've shot a lot of PCCs that, for a 9, they have kind of stiff recoil. If you guys have any eye issues, detached retinas, I know some of my friends have had that and they can't shoot anything more than a 22. This thing is incredibly light recoil. I just wanted to cover a couple of things here. So on the back ghost sight, okay, the directions are clear as far as turning it in and out, and you can't see down in there. But basically we've got this little screw that's going to go in there, and it's going to push on this. That's going to limit how far that we can raise this, because then it's going to come above that. And I discovered if you just keep screwing this and you haven't paid attention and this is too far up, it will actually fall into a little cavity in there. But don't worry. It's not an open cavity. It's not going to fall down into anything. You still have this. I thought I lost it. You just simply have to screw this out and slide it out, get this back out, and then we're just going to put it right back in. So there you can see with the screw in. And what came about and how I discovered all this was I was trying to bring this up as much as possible because it was shooting way low. What I discovered is this won't come up high enough, and since it can't come up high enough, this front post needs to be smaller. So I reached out and contacted them. They sent me a little shorter one, and that would be my suggestion, is either just replace it with a shorter one or let this include this in the package so that you have the option. If we were shooting or zeroing at a farther distance, the higher post would be just fine. Okay, so I did get the new lower iron sight, and I got this dialed in. Let's just see what we can do with iron sights. What I would like to do, instead of white, maybe paint this a fluorescent orange or something. That's fun! Okay, let's just see how fast we can go at a close quarters distance with a lever action. Little target. That's not bad for a lever action. You know, it makes me think of the old John Wayne movies, and you're thinking, man, they can't shoot that fast. Yeah, maybe they could. Let's see what we can get for accuracy with a whole bunch of different loads. Okay, I know some of you are going to think maybe that this is a little overkill, a little silly, but what I want to do is I want to see what kind of groups we can get. I want to just simply test accuracy. You know, we may have some fun and reach out, but okay, real quick here, I'm going to show you what I'm seeing. This is what I got for a sight picture. Let's get some different ammo and put up some targets and see what we can get for groups with different loads. Yeah, I got all kinds of ammo I want to try. We're going to start up top, and we're going to start with 147 grain. These are 3 of them that I've got. Let's just start off with the AAC and see what we get. Shooting. Okay, yeah, so that was the AAC 147. It either really didn't like that or, I don't know, something's up. Always get interesting results. So I showed you the red. This is the Federal, and you know that's not great. I think that was the 5th shot. Okay, now that is the Spear Gold Dot. Now that is actually pretty good. You know, we would have to change our 0. But that's not horrible. Okay, so then we did the AAC, the 124 grain. Now that's respectable. Actually, yeah, it's about the same. And then the SAR, yeah, that one really spread out. So, okay, so here's what we got for the 115 grain. It would appear to me that it likes the 115 grain best. There's our AAC full metal jacket. That's not bad. Get rid of the flyer. That's with the XTP. That's nice. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's the Fiocchi, and we may have to come back and do some more of that. That is the Gecko, and you know that again is really good minus the flyer. That's the Tula. American Eagle. Wow, that's disappointing. The Federal American Eagle. So I think we'll clean the barrel and come up with a new target, and maybe even real quick. Let's see what we get with just the 3 doing 10-shot groups. Okay, so that's our full metal jacket. That was bigger than we got before. That's the AAC, the XTP, and that's pretty decent. There's 10 shots there. Gecko, and that's actually, you get rid of those 2 flyers, and that is a really solid group, which is what I've always got. I don't have it zeroed for this. This was off a clean and polish, moving this way. I think I'm going to try one more group with the full metal jacket and see if that shrinks a little bit. Yeah, it's not a great day for shooting groups. That's awesome. That is 10 rounds. And that's the full metal jacket. So I'm guessing the clean and the polish, we're getting over that. You know, I could reshoot these and they'll probably be tighter, but this is the range ammo, the full metal jacket. That's awesome, guys. So I was pretty impressed with that, guys. What I want to do now is reach up that hill and see how far we can go. Let's just see what we can do at 100 yards. There you go, guys, standing at 200 yards. Sometimes that last one, when the mag's empty, for whatever reason, likes to stick. This is not a gentle. Okay, you want to cycle it hard. As long as you do that, I have had really no feed issues. As long as you use, and I want to make sure, use the speed loader that they send with it. When I use this, I have had pretty much zero feed issues. When I load this mag by hand, I've had a lot of feed issues. They somehow get goofy in there. Just use this, and besides that, it saves your fingers. Let's just see how far up the hill we can go with this. Nice. Oh, getting too excited here. Actually, there we go, guys. This is using AACs, the 115 grain with the XTP. We were getting really solid groups. Was just not hitting it with a range ammo. That was awesome. 300 yards. $400 yards. So the Tombstone made it out to 400 yards. Nice. Okay, so I'm also working on a review for the Hollow Sun here, the 508T. You'll have to check that out. I've got it mounted on here. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, let's try it a little bit with the green laser here. There there you have it, guys. It is what it is. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to come check me out on YouTube under Beyond Seclusion. Until next time, happy shooting. Remember, educate our young people to shooting and gun safety. And every time we're on the range, everybody's watching. So be a safe and responsible gun owner.